Well, hello. Long time no see. Happy New Year, everybody. Um, I've been wanting to come on here for a while. I'm really miss filming, and I miss you guys. uh, Happy New Year. Um, it's 2023 was difficult, to say the least. But I felt that I needed to come on here and say hello to everybody. Um, and especially to all those special people who have reached out to check on me. And I thought I would do this little video here just to kind of give you an update in what's going on. I did not want to be the old lady that all she does is complain and talk about her medical problems. I did not want to be that. I do not want to be that. But I feel that because I so abruptly took a step back, that I wanted to share with you what was going on. So the last time I filmed, doing a little update, I told you that, we had moved and that I had fallen, and that was at the end of July. And in September, I had an MRI done, and basically everything that had repaired from my hip arthroscopic surgery from June 2022 was completely undone, and even probably a little bit more damage was done. It was between lifting a lot of heavy things and then the fall. So yeah. And of course my doctor, my surgeon who did the Dr. Christopher Reddy, had moved in this past 1st of July back home up north to Maryland. So I went back to the first orthopedic that I saw. He's actually the one. He's a very nice guy, wonderful. He specializes in shoulders, and he did Pat's 3 shoulder surgeries. But he agreed to get me in, and he's the one that ordered the MRI. And it's not his bailiwick, but he said, well, why don't you, let's go get you some physical therapy and probably maybe a steroid shot. So I took the MRI reports with me to the physical therapist, and this is the same physical therapist that I saw before, Marty. And I feel like I should get frequent points or whatever with him. He's been treating me for off and on for 3 years. So, and yes, that's how long this has been going on. It is now 3 years. It started in the first of the year in 21 when I started having hip pain. It's a long time. So I went with him, and he got the report that just said, or he got the orders, physical therapy, but he had not read the reports. So the new MRI. So I handed him the report. He read it, and he said, I can't do physical therapy on you. It's too much. So he wanted me to see a new doctor that he had found, who's actually doing his surgery at the time. He was getting another knee replacement. So I went to see him, Dr. Ogden, and very nice man. I had to wait a couple of weeks to get in to see him. And when I saw him, he read the report. He took x-ray. And again, my x-rays don't show anything wrong with the bones. He's the first one to actually say the important detail here. And the important detail is that the tears in my tendons, in the glutes, are more chances of it than not that it is the rheumatoid arthritis that is degenerating my tendons. So I have suspected this, and I have point blank asked doctors for these last 3 years if that's what was happening, and none of them would commit to it or even acknowledge it. So, but this doctor did. And he was very, very nice, and he said, I don't know that the surgery would do any good if you had it again right now. We don't know, because there was no MRI done after the surgery and sometime after I healed to see what it actually healed. So he said, what I would like for you to do is to go see another doctor. His name is Dr. Blewett. He said he's my first choice. He does sports therapy, orthopedic regenerative procedures, meaning that he does PRP and stem cells, and he does them mainly on athletes and sports activity people. So he said, he said this may be your best help, because PRP will help you heal with your own plasma and self. And he said, that's your best option that you got. He said, in my opinion. So he referred me over there. I went in and I met with him. Very nice doctor. And he's actually in with the very first one that I had gone to, the one Dr. Liebes that I mentioned a while ago, that sent me for the MRI. So he already had the MRI from before, from this one, from the new one, and the one before the surgery. So when I met with him, he had already reviewed those, and he said that because there was no incident before having the first one, there was no accident or anything. I just started having pain. So there was no accident that caused that pain. And it was mentioned in there by the radiologist that it was degenerating. The tendons were degenerating. So he said, looking at both of them, he said, I'm convinced that it is the RA that is attacking your tendons. He said it typically attacks the joints, which I knew, but it is attacking the tendons. So that is 2 doctors that right in a row, both of them said what I had been suspecting, but now they both have actually put it on paper and have believed that. So he decided, or not decided, he offered me. He said, I think your best choice for right now is a PRP injection, which is where they take your blood, spend it, get the platelets and the plasma, and then they inject it in the site. So it is not covered by insurance, so I had to pay out of pocket for that. I had this done a week ago, this past Wednesday. So I had it on January 3rd. Now, I had to agree to stay off of it for 2 weeks before doing physical therapy, not walking. I have a walker. So I have got 5, as of filming this today, I've got 5 more days that I can only do touch toe. He wants it to sit in there and start meshing and get done what he can start doing. Now the caveat was, he told me, he said it was going to be extremely, extremely painful. Not only the procedure, but the healing especially afterwards. And that did make me a little bit of, cause a little bit of anxiety. I was able to get him to give me a prescription for Ativan, 1 milligram. I took 1 when I got to the office, which was 30 minutes before the procedure, because they have to draw the blood. And then right when they started the procedure, right before they came in, I took the other Ativan, 1 milligram. And that made me comfortable enough to where I could handle the procedure, because they're putting that needle directly into where there's bursitis, meaning that there's inflammation in there, in where that torn area is. So I get home, and let's back up. Let me tell you about this. They draw the blood, and I don't know if you've had anybody that has done this. Leave it down below if you know somebody that's had it, or if you've had it. They took 100 cc's of blood, and his goal was to get 8 cc's of plasma. Well, he was actually to get, I think he actually got 10. So that was great. So 10 out of 100 cc's. That's a good a good ratio of what they needed, because they spin it and spin it. Now, he has his own special lab that's there in his office, and they do it right there. They put lidocaine on the outside, and then with the needle, and then he does it by sonogram. They have the sonogram on it, and it's guided, so they know exactly where. They can see the tears, and they know where to put it. Now, I could feel it. It did hurt. It was a little uncomfortable at a couple of times, but I could feel it when he moved. But other than that, it was not as painful as I was expecting. Thank goodness for the Ativan, but the Ativan was a godsend. So, but I came home. It's about an hour drive away back, and came back, and I crashed for about 3 hours, I think, and then I was fine. And I was expecting all this pain that everybody has told me about, and I didn't have it. So we're not sure what that is. The physical therapist said that probably because I've had rheumatoid arthritis for 23 years, and I've been in pain for 23 years, that I probably just have a very, very high pain tolerance. And it didn't, because when I saw him the other day, he needed to do an evaluation, and he said, "Oh, you still must be in so much pain." And I'm like, "Nope, no more than usual. I mean, it always hurts, so, but I'm just used to it." So that was kind of interesting, that I didn't hurt as much as I was expecting to. So, but we're moving forward. I don't go back to see him until the 29th of February, and then we'll go from there. I may need to have another one, and if so, I'm on board with it if it gives me a chance. He feels that, like the one before him, that I shouldn't have the surgery right now, that we need to see if we can get it in better shape to where we can get some healing actually in the tendon, to where the surgery would hold better. So that's our plan on that. After the next 5 days, I should be able to move around a lot more. I haven't been outside since January 3rd. Well, I did go to the physical therapist. My daughter has been coming over and taking the dogs out during the day for their walk and stuff. But I'm not going to go out right now. It's supposed to be butt cold this weekend. Bug killing cold, I should say. So we're very excited about that. We're not expecting snow or ice, thank goodness. So, but yeah, that is what is going on with me. I've got so many ideas, so many things I want to do. My head is just overflowing with ideas that I want to do. I still have a business opportunity out there that is, if I can get physically to where I can get to the point to where I can do it, it's going to be so much fun. I'm looking so much forward to it, but I can't do right now. I can't be, changing clothes is very, very difficult because it is my right hip, and certain movements just really are really painful, and so changing clothes a whole lot is something I can't do. I will be, I know next Sunday, not this coming Sunday, but next Sunday is a Thrifted Look for Less, and I'm going to be hosting it this month, but I'm going to have to do it a different way. I'm kind of working on it in my mind. I need to kind of get it to where it's still along the thrifted, but still has to be done in a different way. I can't be doing multiple clothes and modeling and stuff. It's just too much. So, but you know, I just again want to say Happy New Year. I've missed you guys, and thanks for checking up on me so much. Please know that I do watch your videos. I don't always comment, but I will watch them, and I watch them all the way through. And I let the ads play, and just, you know, just as a courtesy. So know I'm still in the background, still watching your videos and keeping up with you. I didn't mean to be gone for this long, but it's just, oh my goodness, it's just been a, it's been a time. And Christmas was not quite what we expected. Both the kids had COVID, so, and I was getting ready to have that procedure, so I couldn't take the chance of getting sick before that and being around them, and then getting that appointment scheduled. I just need to move forward. I need to get going. And if you know me, I don't sit well. I do not sit still well, and it's just been, I've had to out of necessity even before this because of the pain. So, but you know, I'm going to make it through it. I am. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update and say hello to you. And thanks for sticking around with me. If you're still around, I appreciate it so much. I hope you are all safe and well, and weathering everything, the weather conditions and everything that's going on. And I just appreciate you so much, and thanks for hanging with me. So I'm going to get out of here now. So remember what I tell you, ladies, and I'm trying to tell myself too. Every day, get up and show up, because you're worth it. So until I see you in my next video, hopefully it'll be really soon. I'm working on one. I'll see you later. Bye.